In the realm of human psychology, few interactions are as fascinating and revealing as the encounter between a narcissist and an authentic person. This dynamic, often likened to a clash between illusion and reality, highlights profound truths about self-perception, emotional regulation, and interpersonal power struggles. The original discourse, drawn from an insightful discussion, delves into this phenomenon. Authentic people are those who live in alignment with their purpose, strengths, and weaknesses without succumbing to grandiosity or despair. They are self-possessed, serene, and unflappable, qualities that starkly contrast with the manipulative, validation-seeking behaviors of narcissists. This exploration integrates extensive research from psychological studies, expert analyses, and real-world examples to create a comprehensive guide. We will dissect the definitions of narcissism and authenticity, examine their roots in psychological theory, and explore the fireworks that ensue when they collide. Why do narcissists often falter in the presence of authenticity? How can one cultivate such resilience? And what broader lessons can we draw for healthier relationships and personal growth? By the end, readers will not only understand this dynamic, but also gain practical tools to foster authenticity in their own lives, even amidst toxic influences. Narcissism, as a personality trait or disorder, has permeated popular culture, often misconstrued as mere self-absorption. However, clinical definitions reveal a more complex and destructive pattern. Narcissistic personality disorder affects approximately 1 in 6 people to varying degrees, according to some estimates. It is characterized by an inflated sense of importance, a deep need for excessive attention, and troubled relationships stemming from a lack of empathy. In contrast, authentic people embody the pinnacle of psychological maturity, often linked to the concept of self-actualization, where individuals operate from a place of genuine self-awareness and emotional balance. The significance of this topic cannot be overstated in today's world, where social media amplifies narcissistic tendencies and authenticity becomes a rare commodity. Studies show that pathological narcissism leads to interpersonal dysfunction, including aggression and devaluation of others. Yet authentic individuals serve as natural counterpoints, often emerging unscathed or even stronger from such encounters. This rewrite aims to expand the original discussion into a comprehensive treatise, weaving in scholarly insights, case studies, and actionable advice. We will draw from frameworks on authenticity, clinical overviews of narcissistic personality disorder, and discussions on social media platforms to provide a multifaceted view. As we proceed, the core message is clear. Authenticity is not immunity, but a powerful tool for navigation. It involves not personalizing the narcissist's chaos, steering conversations gracefully, and knowing when to exit. In an era of superficial connections, embracing authenticity may be the ultimate act of rebellion against toxicity. To fully appreciate the tension between narcissism and authenticity, we must first define narcissism in psychological terms. Narcissistic personality disorder is a cluster B personality disorder, marked by a pervasive pattern of grandiosity, a need for admiration, and a lack of empathy, beginning in early adulthood and present in various contexts. Symptoms include exaggerated self-importance, fantasies of unlimited success, a belief in one's uniqueness, exploitation of others, envy, arrogance, and emotional volatility when challenged. Research distinguishes between grandiose and vulnerable narcissism. Grandiose narcissists exhibit overt confidence, dominance, and charm, often succeeding in leadership roles but failing in intimate relationships due to their exploitative nature. In contrast, vulnerable narcissists mask insecurity with hypersensitivity, paranoia, and passive aggression, leading to social isolation and vindictiveness. Both types share core deficits: low empathy, entitlement, and fragile self-esteem reliant on external validation. The causes of narcissistic personality disorder are multifaceted. Genetic factors play a significant role, with studies indicating heritability rates of 40 to 60%, linked to variations in brain regions like the prefrontal cortex responsible for empathy and self-regulation. Environmental influences include inconsistent parenting, either overindulgent or abusive, fostering a distorted self-view. Cultural shifts toward individualism and social media's emphasis on self-promotion may exacerbate traits, as noted in studies on the impact of modernization. Interpersonally, narcissists create turbulent dynamics. They idealize others initially, then devalue them when expectations are unmet, leading to cycles of abuse. Studies on pathological narcissism reveal heightened sensitivity to dominance cues, triggering emotional dysregulation and interpersonal conflicts. In relationships, they project insecurities, manipulate through gaslighting, and avoid vulnerability, resulting in partners feeling drained or invalidated. Research emphasizes that narcissists hijack authenticity, using tactics like interruption or boasting to redirect attention. A study on narcissism's interpersonal perception shows compromised self-awareness, leading to distorted views of others. This sets the stage for why authentic people who operate without such distortions pose a unique challenge. Expanding on examples, consider workplace scenarios where a grandiose narcissist dominates meetings with self-praise, only to falter when an authentic colleague redirects focus to team goals without confrontation. Or in families, where vulnerable narcissists scapegoat truth-tellers, the authentic children who call out dysfunction. These patterns underscore narcissism's relational toll, with research linking it to higher divorce rates and workplace turnover. Biological underpinnings include oxidative stress and hypersensitivity, suggesting narcissistic personality disorder has a physiological component. Treatment is challenging. Narcissists rarely seek help due to low insight, but therapies like schema therapy target core schemas. However, for those interacting with them, understanding these traits is key to self-protection. Authenticity, in contrast to narcissism's facade, is the alignment between one's actions, values, and true self. Psychology defines it as behaving congruently with one's personality, values, and motivations, often involving introspection and vulnerability. It is subjective yet measurable, with scales assessing self-awareness and relational honesty. Theories trace authenticity to existential philosophy and positive psychology. In existentialism, it is about living true to one's essence despite societal pressures. The hierarchy of needs places it at self-actualization, where individuals realize potential through autonomy, creativity, and peak experiences. Self-actualized people are self-accepting, purpose-driven, and resilient, traits associated with those who have integrated life's lessons. The benefits are profound, enhancing well-being, improving relationships, and reducing stress. Studies link authenticity to life satisfaction, curiosity, and positive emotions. In toxic environments, it acts as a buffer, preventing personalization of others' negativity. Cultivating authenticity involves self-knowledge, ownership, and application. Exercises like mission statement writing or relationship audits encourage alignment. Barriers include fear of judgment or past trauma, but coaching helps overcome them by fostering trust and self-determination. In the context of narcissism, authenticity manifests as non-reactivity and boundary setting, as seen in examples of graceful exits. Real-world stories from social media highlight how authentic people challenge narcissists by exposing their fakeness. The fascinating reaction occurs when a narcissist meets an authentic person. Authentic individuals do not fall for love bombing or validation seeking. They remain unflappable, steering interactions without shaming. This frustrates narcissists, whose tricks fail, leading to contempt or avoidance. Studies show narcissists perceive authentic behavior as threatening, triggering envy and projection. Examples include a narcissist interrupting a conversation only for the authentic person to politely acknowledge and redirect, denying attention. In families, truth-tellers, the authentic children, are scapegoated for seeing through the facade. Case studies illustrate this. Authentic people step away gracefully, saying, "This doesn't feel good," without rudeness. Narcissists respond with mockery or dismissal, viewing authenticity as snobbery. Social media posts echo this, noting narcissists' envy of genuine confidence. Broader implications include societal shifts, where authenticity repels narcissistic manipulation in politics or media. Authentic people often have histories of trauma, but integrate lessons emerging serene. Authentic people excel at boundary setting and non-engagement. Tips include gray rocking, neutral responses to deny attention, and graceful exits. Do not personalize, recognize it is their issue. Build resilience through self-reflection, therapy, and support networks. Advice includes rejecting grandiosity and seeking compassion in relationships. In the long term, no contact may be necessary, but authenticity aids recovery. Examples: in workplaces, authentic leaders redirect narcissistic boasting to team focus. In romances, they spot red flags early. Authenticity links to self-actualization, fostering compassion and pro-social behavior. In narcissistic societies, it counters superficiality. Personal growth involves overcoming psychological challenges. Case studies show authentic people thriving post-narcissistic relationships by integrating lessons. Societally, promoting authenticity reduces narcissism's prevalence. Detailed case studies from research and anecdotes illustrate dynamics. For instance, a study on romantic partners shows the impact of narcissistic personality disorder on intimacy. Real-life stories from social media describe authentic people challenging narcissists. Studies explore biological markers of narcissism, neural correlates of authenticity, integration with theories of self-actualization, worksheets for cultivating authenticity, boundary-setting scripts, address fears of judgment, age-related authenticity. In summary, authenticity disarms narcissism by exposing its emptiness. Strive for self-alignment, and narcissists will fade.